Hiya, Troy here from Hairfall again. With Zahir for a new fitting.
Okay.
So Zahir's had his last system on for about 7-8 months.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
yeah, it's due a new one. So we've got one here. So we've already taken his old one off and just thing. I've got to cut his hair next. And then what we're doing is we'll be attaching it. Zahir uses tape and glue, isn't it? We discussed.
Yeah.
We'll tape around the back,
That's right.
glue at the front,
Yeah.
get a nice natural hairline.
Yeah.
Although I think we may have a discussion off camera because Zahir does like to wear his hair kind of similar to mine.
Yeah.
So it might be better to go tape all round.
Okay.
But that's a discussion we'll have, and then obviously on camera I'll tell you what we're doing in a minute.
Okay.
So obviously now I'm going to cut his hair and then we're going to get going.
Okay. Thank you.
So I've just checked all the notes that we have on Zahir so we know what he's having done. So we're doing a 4 back and sides,
Okay.
which is about 1/2 inch on this back end bit. And then we've also had a discussion off camera about glue and tape. So obviously Zahir's used to having glue around the front, but because he does wear his hair a bit like mine, we have talked about him. We are going to try tape today, and we're going to book him in for 3 weeks for a regroom, see how he's got on with it, and go from there. So he might end up back on glue, but then he might love tape like I do now, and go on tape. Just because of the hairstyle makes it a bit easier. You can kind of hide the hairline a bit more, so you don't have to worry about how perfect it looks. If you wear your hair brushed back, then glue's the best option. We're going to try it this time, and also with the possibility of another lockdown coming, because we're still not quite sure what's going to happen there. Tape at home, using tape all round, is a little bit easier for people that don't do their own maintenance.
Yeah, or much better than glue. No?
Yeah, so what will happen is, what we'll tend to find is a lot of people that don't do a lot of their own maintenance, like Zahir say, because he comes here every month and gets it done.
Yeah.
We get them ringing up and go, oh, I don't know how to do the glue, I haven't really ever had to bother with it. So then obviously what we do is we try to tell them about tape. Makes it a little bit easier, a little bit quicker at home if you are struggling as well.
Yeah.
So it's just definitely something worth keeping in mind if we do go into another lockdown for everyone out there. That, you know, if you are really struggling to manage with the glue,
Yeah.
maybe a change of style and a bit of tape will actually be the option for you.
Okay.
So I'm going to finish this haircut and then we'll be back and I'll show you some more. Right, so next step, we're going to all cut all ready.
Okay.
I'm going to spray some scalp protector on, so it protects your skin against all the things. Can sting a little bit, I will warn you. Some people are not as big of wimps as me, I can't stand it. Right, so the next step is, we've got his system. I'm going to go outside, I'm going to cut off the lace, because obviously we always have a bit of protective lace on the front.
Okay.
And then the next step will come in, I'm going to do a dot. I only need to do 1 dot today,
Okay.
because we're going to use tape.
All right.
I don't need to have all the dots all the way around where the glue is going to go.
Okay.
Bit easier like that again, so like I said, a bit easier. Then I'm going to take it out, we'll tape it up,
Okay.
and we'll get it attached and cut in.
All right. That's it. Thank you.
Right, so I've got his system all cut down on the lace. So what we're going to do, we're going to place it on,
Okay.
and then I'm going to do that dot we told you about.
Okay.
So I'll do is I'm getting it roughly in the right area to start. Roll it back. Pretty close to that spot there. Pull the hairline up, see roughly where it's going to sit. Raise your eyebrows for me. Always do that to make sure we get it out of the creases. Then all I'm going to do is that one line like that now. So I don't know if you can see that, so we'll bring it in a little bit. All I've done is one line just slightly below the hairline. It's I've got it about 1/2 centimetre away. Some people like use it a little bit closer, some do it a bit further away. It depends on how comfortable you are working in that parameter. So all I'm going to do now, I'm going to go out, I'm going to take this system up all the way around in one big O. We'll show you before we put it on. And then I'm going to come back in, we're going to roll it on nice and tight, and then cut it.
Thank you.
Right, so as you can see, well, you may be able to see, I've taped up all the way around on this system. So it's just like a big O, basically. One big ring.
Okay.
All right, so it makes it a lot easier to actually attach yourself at home. Also, you get almost as much out of it as well, you know, so you shouldn't have any issues. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll it on now. And what we're going to do is get just behind that dot. Just roll it on. With a little bit of tension on the edges to make sure we get it right. Head forward for me. And all I'm doing is I'm rolling, but I'm keeping tension on the edges just to make sure we get a nice even spread and stretch in the hair system. And then rolling that back down. Checking the edge, make sure there's no big bumps.
Okay.
And we'll do, put a towel over your head. Bit of a weird one, I know. And all I'm doing is I'm just rolling down, rubbing down the edges.
Okay.
Just to make sure there's no lifts or anything like that. Head back for me slightly. Because I'm going to do a little bit on the front. Because we wouldn't do this if we had glue, but because we've got tape, we can.
Yeah.
Do a little bit on the front, like that. Right, next step is we're going to cut it. So,
Okay.
we already know what kind of style we're going for, similar to mine. Is it that way?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Similar yours.
Similar mine.
Yeah.
And then we're going to start blending it all in, and then I'll get back and we'll show you some more.
Okay.
Right, so as you cannot see, but I can, is
Okay.
what we always do. We always razor cut a system in, especially on the blend.
Okay.
So what I've done is I've already done the back,
Yes.
and we're just going around the side now. We do it in like little sections, so almost like half an inch-ish
Okay.
in terms of bringing a section down. I'll definitely spray this way.
Okay.
Spray it down a little bit. You want to put it down there now, put the camera on, right in front of it. And then just razor off the edges. So what we do is we do that all the way around before we cut the top with scissors.
Okay.
Just to give it a more natural looking finish on the edges, and it blends a bit better, I find, than using like a scissor or a thinning scissor. So now I've got to do this side.
Okay.
So what we do, go in for the side, lift up the hair.
Okay.
So can you turn your head this way for me, so to the left?
Yeah.
So you can see there a little bit, there's a bit of a section. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up cutting it like here, get the blend, and then get it all blended in. Right, so you can see I've done the edges, we will see in a bit.
Okay.
I've done the edges, we've done a little bit at the top. So obviously on the top we're just going to cut into it a little bit more.
Okay.
Obviously got to cut that fringe as well yet. Can't be walking out with a fringe like that.
All right.
So what we do, bring it in section by section a little bit, take most of the length off.
Okay.
Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to give him a bit of a Lloyd Christmas, but we're then going to chip into it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a load of the length off the fringe, just so you can roughly see what's going on. My nose is whistling. This mass pushing it down.
Yeah.
Right, so I just cut a load of length off the front.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do, we're going to keep on cutting it, chip into it some more, and then you'll see the final product when we're drying it and putting some product in. Right, so we've cut it down a bit.
Yeah.
We're going to throw it off, see how it's sitting. And then, if we need some more cut off, we always can at the end.
You can do this way, no?
Yeah, what, you want to change to the side?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I view to the side.
Oh, okay, you do wear it that way. Alright, no worries. Let me just quickly spray it down a bit more.
Okay.
So as we've just discovered, he obviously wears it the other way.
Sorry,
That's
sorry.
alright.
Okay.
So I've got to re-wet it a little bit just to get some moisture in it. Right, so I'm just going to trim a little bit more off because obviously we've had to change the way it sits, so we need a little bit more off this side, just
Okay.
here.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
There we go, looking dapper again.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take that dot off, I won't forget. I'll do that now so I don't forget.
Okay.
Right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put some product on it,
Okay.
and then we'll do a little video at the end, just showing them the final product.
Thank you. Okay, well done. Thank you.